Graduates and guests, this evening's graduation ceremony is about to begin. Swinburne University of Technology Chancellor, Professor John Pollaers, OAM, will preside over the ceremony. Professor Pollaers, OAM, will be preceded into the hall by Ms. Renee Chung, the mace bearer. The mace is the symbol of institutional authority and is carried as a symbolic weapon of protection. The Chancellor and mace bearer are members of the official party who will be escorted into the hall by the academic procession. The academic procession is about to enter the hall. Would you please stand?
Please remain standing for the National Anthem. The words are printed on page 1 of the ceremony program and will be displayed on screen. Please be seated. It now gives me great pleasure to invite Uncle Bill Nicholson, Wurundjeri Elder, to deliver the Welcome to Country.
Yeah, thank you, and good evening to everyone tonight. First of all, I'd just like to thank Swinburne for inviting me here to do a Welcome to Country on such a special occasion for the graduates out the front here. And to me, from a community and cultural perspective, a great sign of respect to incorporate the oldest ceremony, really, of this land. For thousands of years, when people have come to Wurundjeri country, there has been a formal ceremony we call Tandaram Naji, which has allowed people to conduct their business on our country. And I'll explain that shortly. But first of all, I'd just like to start off the Welcome to Country in what I call the basis of culture. You know, looking in the audience this evening, you know, Melbourne, we all know Melbourne's a very multicultural society, and that's a great thing. To me, the basis of anyone's culture is our language. In our case, in 1863, our language was taken from us, and it's called Woi Wurrung. That's the language of the Wurundjeri. But I know a little bit, so I'd like to start off the welcome in the local language. So, Wimijika, Gamala Mangil, Banambun Yalanbul, Wurundjeri Balak, Nirina Maranbik, Bill Nicholson. Welcome and greetings. Good day from the Wurundjeri people. My name is Uncle Bill Nicholson. Now, I stand here proudly representing a very long line of staunch leaders, or elders as we call them today. I'd like to acknowledge my elders past, because I wouldn't be here without them. And this country that we all benefit from wouldn't be as healthy as it was, and hopefully can be again. I'll name a couple to make them real. So if anyone lives in the eastern suburbs of Melbourne, you might have heard of Wonga Park. That's named after one of my great inspirations, a man named Simon Wonga. Wonga was our first land rights advocate. He was the son of Billabulary, the man in that very famous drawing where a man named John Batman had a piece of paper trying to buy our land. His predecessor, William Barrack, set up was part of the greatest, I suppose, Aboriginal mission here in Victoria, the most successful, our first human rights advocate. So that, just as an example, they are great inspirations, and I encourage anyone to, if you haven't learnt about them before, to learn about them, about the country that you live on and the history of it. I'd also like to acknowledge our fallen clans or family groups that did not make the impacts of colonisation, basically the Maribyrnong catchment clans. They were here, they did care for this land, they thrived here, but unfortunately colonisation was so impactful we don't have any descendants left. And I'd also like to acknowledge cultural leaders of today, of all cultures, and all ages really too, because it doesn't matter how old you are, if you're proud in your identity and you like sharing it with others, I'd like to acknowledge you all. So Wurundjeri, we're the sole surviving sovereign clan of the Birrarung or the Barang or the Yarra River as you would know it today. What that basically means is we never handed over our cultural authority to care for country and to care for each other to anyone under the symbol of the Union Jack. In our particular culture, we have a creator spirit named Bunjil. He gave us what I call the 3 L's, the land to care for, life to enjoy and the laws to live by, creating a very efficient culture, 2 to 6 hours a day with up to 8 seasons here on country. And autumn is one of those seasons that doesn't relate to this land, as an example. Sustainability. Some of the oldest sites that I'm aware of is up near Keilor, where the oldest human remains, around 15,000 years, was discovered. And some of our sites are very close to 40,000. A very knowledgeable, a very fit and healthy culture, and also a very responsible culture. That responsibility I'd like to extend to everyone here this evening. If we can all play our part in caring for this land and respecting one another as equals, I really think we do have a sustainable and strong community and strong future. Because Australia has tried to create reconciliation with its Indigenous people and even create a treaty with its Indigenous people for many, many decades. Still hasn't been able to do it. But I do have faith that this country and the community of this country can achieve very positive things like reconciliation and also creating a healthy country, because for thousands of years people have known that the health of the country relates to the health of the people, and that is a very strong part of Indigenous cultures all over what is now called Australia. Now, being an educated audience, I'm an educator myself, so I'll give you a couple of perspectives. Colonisation or invasion, settlement or unsettlement, depending on your own understanding and own point of view. But my biggest frustration of that time is the English did not allow us to be part of the economy they imposed on our land. And that, unfortunately, still to this very day in 2021, still creates a lot of traumas and social disadvantage in the Indigenous communities. I would like people to try and think and try their best, I guess, to let's try and treat each other as equals and build mutual respect and learn from the past and never treat anyone like that again. That is a lesson I think we should all understand from the history of Australia. Now, I'll just finish off and actually explain what a welcome to country actually is. So, if you've travelled overseas, you understand that you need a passport. That gives you access to someone else's land. Well, we had a ceremony, as I mentioned earlier. Now, the ceremony allowed you to conduct business, and this is how it went. We would offer vegetation to you to symbolise you could use our sacred resources, our plant, our animal and our water. The reed spear, which is a passive symbol in men's business, the spear shaft was snapped and thrown to the ground to symbolise no one would harm you. We would sip water out of a wooden bowl we called tarnuk and offer it to you as a sign of trust and respect. And then we get you to walk through the smoke of burning leaves, which is a symbol of spiritual cleansing of both the individual and of the ceremony ground itself. Now, obviously, no fires are going to be lit up here tonight, but I'd just like to say, to feel truly welcome to this land, you must respect the land, people and culture. And like I said at the start of the welcome, I feel very much that respect from the Swinburne community. So I'd like to say, on behalf of my ancestors and through the language of this land, Wiminjika Wurundjeri Biik, welcome to Wurundjeri country. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Uncle Bill Nicholson. Good evening, everyone. My name is Professor Blair Keys. I'm the Associate Dean of Research. I'd certainly like to welcome everyone to this graduation ceremony and very happy to see people in person. It's a wonderful thing to see the city alive again. This is one of 7 ceremonies the university is holding this week for more than 2,000 Swinburne graduates. It is now my great pleasure to introduce the people who are sitting on stage. Seated at the centre of the stage is Professor John Pollaers, OAM, Chancellor, who will preside over the ceremony. Chancellor is joined today by Professor Pascal Cuesta, Vice-Chancellor and President of Swinburne University of Technology. Dr. Andrew J. Smith, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Global and Community Engagement. Mr. Brandon Deutsch, delivering a special address to our graduates today. The other staff seated on stage are academics and professional staff who have played such an important role in the graduates tonight. It now gives me great pleasure to invite Professor John Pollaers, OAM, Chancellor, Swinburne University of Technology, to formally open proceedings.
Vice-Chancellor, members of staff, distinguished guests, friends, family, and of course our graduates. On behalf of Swinburne University of Technology, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to this graduation ceremony. Given the events of the past 2 years, we're thrilled that we can hold this event in person, and even more thrilled, if you like, that we're able to now bring our families and our friends together to celebrate with our graduating students. For you, our newest Swinburne graduates, today's ceremony acknowledges your research and your academic achievements. It also represents a significant moment in your lifelong learning. We know this is the culmination of many years of study, hard work, and of course of personal growth, development, and personal achievement. For parents, family, and friends of our graduates, this ceremony is also an important recognition for all of the support that you have provided each and every day along the way. So today is an opportunity to publicly acknowledge and to celebrate this shared achievement together. Swinburne's council and staff sincerely congratulate all of our graduating students on the achievement of your qualifications. A graduation is a milestone celebration, but for this year's graduating cohort, this milestone will hold extra significance, for you have had a university experience like no other. Early in 2020, Swinburne transitioned all teaching online as a result of the global pandemic. Through lockdowns, interaction with your peers and teachers was only from a distance, by email, by webinar, and of course, looking down the lens of a Zoom or a Teams meeting. Many of you also had to complete your industry placements online. Yet the distance between us seemed to bring us closer and seemed to build our strength into our community. You all showed exceptional resilience and gained skills that will set you up well for the future. As difficult and as stressful as it will have felt at times, I know that it will help you to prepare for the challenges and the opportunities of tomorrow. I'm truly energised every time we have a graduation, as we see the amount of talent about to be unleashed onto the world. For everyone at Swinburne, there's an enormous satisfaction in seeing our students successfully complete their studies. We pride ourselves on our quality and excellence in our teaching and our learning and in our research. As a university ranked in the top 2% in the world, we know that Swinburne's credentials will open many doors for you. At Swinburne, we've grown and learnt too through the pandemic. We've witnessed how technology can help society in a way that nothing else could. And in considering our own future, we have reimagined our vision, which is to bring people and technology together to build a better world. At our heart, we are a technology university. It's in our DNA and we are proud of it. But we also know technology means very little if it cannot be leveraged to improve lives or to achieve goals. We also know that technology and society are always evolving and changing. This is why we are committed to continually grow and upgrade our offerings, and why we think we are the place where you can always find the next generation now. Our strategic plan sets out this vision, and we are proud to be the sort of university the future expects. In fact, the sort of university the future demands. Whatever industry or sector you will engage in, your Swinburne qualification will put you in good stead. And wherever you go in your career, Swinburne wants to be your education partner, always. You are one of us, and you always will be. We look forward to watching and helping you grow and succeed in the years to come. There will be obstacles on the way, of that I have no doubt, but I also know that you will be able to draw on your strength and display the type of creative problem-solving skills that you've acquired to overcome those challenges. When confronted with the need to acquire new skills and to grow further, we hope you will return to us so that we can together ensure you have what you need to succeed. We all thank you for trusting Swinburne to contribute to your education and for enriching our community in the process. I now call upon Professor Pascal Cuesta, Vice-Chancellor and President of Swinburne University of Technology, to introduce the next part of the proceedings. Thank you.
It now gives me great pleasure to invite our special guest, Mr. Brandon Deutsch, to deliver an address to our graduates. Brandon Deutsch is a Swinburne 2021 Alumni Impact Award finalist for the George and Ethel Swinburne Social Impact category. Brandon is a strategic projects manager at Common Equity Housing Limited, a community housing association using the cooperative model to help its members deliver effective and affordable cooperative housing programs. Brandon graduated from Swinburne in 2016 with a Bachelor of Commerce, Accounting. In his time as an undergraduate, he earns many awards such as Outstanding Volunteer Contribution, Emerging Leader, Vice Chancellor's Leadership Certificate, and the Campus Participation Award. Now, at Common Equity Housing Limited, he drives implementation of the 2025 strategy as the organisation overcomes the challenges of the lack of affordable housing in Melbourne. When not working, Brandon makes his impact volunteering in a number of roles, including mentoring university students, providing strategic advice as part of the Goodwill Collective, working as a pro bono careers advisor, and previously advocating for roles of neurodiversity in the community. Brandon shows us all that providing opportunities for others can be as simple as sharing the opportunities you yourself were given. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Brandon Deutsch.
Thank you, Professor Cuesta, for such a warm introduction. I promise I only deserve about half of that. Before I begin a bit about what I prepared, I think I should tell you about some of my nerves today. And it's not because I'm addressing my alma mater, but it's because I'm addressing design students. I'm a bit of an imposter. I am a commerce student. Please don't hold it against me. I also wasn't a music student, but studying commerce and studying arts meant that in 1 hour, I'd be learning about economics and how we're all divinely rational. And then I'd go into a history seminar and learn that that probably wasn't true. This notwithstanding, one of the greatest things that I took from my time at Swinburne was to look outside my discipline, to work with people that I have nothing in common with to solve a problem. At the time, I was one of 3 commerce students to undertake a capstone unit at the Design Factory. An incredible experience to work with people who I had nothing in common with, but who I could work with, who I could communicate with, and more importantly, who I could problem solve together with. It's initiatives like these that Swinburne have invested even more time and energy and resources in the years since and will in the years into the future. And I find that incredibly exciting to just see that happening. There are, of course, many other things that I look upon quite fondly from my time at Swinburne. This may have been trying to encourage my classmates to attend my club events. We all know how difficult that can be. Lots and lots of Facebook messages. Or helping out the careers department with shadowing some of their counsellors and helping review CVs, which was my first internship at the time. One of 3, might I add. Maybe even it was the intellectual sparring with my lecturers, arguing over a piece of legislation or trying to put forward that this organisation probably wasn't going to exist in the next 5 years if they continued to be motivated solely by profit. So these were all things that really meant a lot to me at the time and still mean a lot to me now. And I'm sure you will reminisce about your own memories of Swinburne in the years after this ceremony. And you may even find yourself adopting learnings that you didn't really appreciate at the time. And that's okay, that's good. You know, I've definitely been able to do that myself. You know, in my current role, as Professor Quester said, working in the strategy space at a community housing association, I found myself reflecting on something I learned in one of my third-year units, which was the triple bottom line: the economic activities, the environmental impacts, and the social responsibilities of an organisation. And I thank my lecturer at the time, Dr. Dina Waiuni, for teaching me that, because that's stuff that I draw on in my current role. When I'm providing advice, when I'm workshopping with those in very different teams, I bring it down to those 3 things. What is our economic impact? What is our environmental impact? And what is our social one? And you know, how can we take this further? So thank you to Dr. Waiuni for that. But the important thing is that this has really taught me to think about problem solving as an intelligent endeavour, as an ambitious endeavour, but also a compassionate one. And I encourage all 3 of you to approach things the same way. But as part of this wider appreciation, I came across a quote from German poet Johann Goethe. He said that architecture is frozen music. One of the things about German, is that it can sometimes be a bit of a literal language. And what I mean by that is the German word for bridge, die Brücke, is actually feminine, which I think says more about female self-empowerment than any speech ever could. And I find that extraordinary. But because of that, I think the translation isn't quite right. I don't think he meant frozen music. I think he meant dormant music. Music that hadn't been heard, that hadn't been written, and most importantly, hadn't been understood. As fellow alumni now, it is your job as architects of our future, both literally and figuratively, to showcase this music, to sing it from the rooftops that you will design. But like music, it has to be constructed. So I encourage you to read widely, to collaborate with people outside your discipline. Only then will we be able to build the better world that Professor Quester has asked of us. We're counting on you, and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Brendan. It's always wonderful to see our alumni return and to see them having an impact on the world. Could I please now ask the graduates to stand? By the authority vested in me by the Council of Swinburne University of Technology, I admit you as graduates to the awards for which you have qualified and to all the rights and privileges of those awards. Congratulations. Please be seated.
Chancellor, I have the great honour to present to you the School of Design and Architecture graduates of whom an award has been conferred.
For the Bachelor of Design, Samuel Christopher Allen. Isabella Lambie Alouche. Warda Amin. Zoe Lee Archer, Duong Kwan O, Elizabeth Ann Barrett, Aidan Julian Bedford, Madison Grace Bennett, Thomas Beres, Amara Selena Jackson Bett, Nicole Sarah Brimblecombe, Isabella Caldwell Harvey, Tu Wei Alexander Chu, Isaac Chioban, Olivia Clark, Christy Cummins, Catherine Demosthenos, Anita Quinn Phuong Don, Sophia Dolfetus, Sarah Felicity Drummond, To Ki Nan Duong, Jennifer Louise Donnelly Dial, Travis Luke Dybel, Samuel James Eastham, Tiana Isabella Ferracci, Chloe Christel Gan, Jia Ying Go, Matthew Goljanin, Isabella Green, Sally Hung, Gabrielle Avonia Hanley, Thomas Alexander Ikran, Sanduni Hansika Jayasekara, Chasley Johnson, Megan Linda Ruth Kelly, Alicia Patricia Kubal, Muchaya Kurazumi, Jennifer Le, Tori Allison Emma Lewis, Linda Liu, Alan Dennis Lopez Torres, Sarah Louie, Isabella Victoria McIsaac, Hope Erin Matthews, Georgina Devereaux McAllister, Felix Ernest McDermott, Kevin Nguyen, Cindy Dang Nguyen, Jessica Nguyen, Vivi Nguyen. In Hyok Samuel Park. James Paul Pearson. Daniel Carl Pergolini. Annie Trang Thi Pham. Tu Nguyen Min Phan. Tara Pinder. Oshane Premaratna. Chelsea Laura Quaid. Eve Rampley. Parin Sali Gupta. Veronica Kao Samphan. Hannah Mimosa Saxton. Lara Nicole Seltzer. Matthew James Solomon. Shafak Shanawaz Sotra. Venice Susantillo. Eliza Imeng Tan. Naomi Ruth Thomas. Min Nu Nyut Ton. Khan Chao Trong. Siobhan Melania Van Hoff. Min Han Vo. Tulip Vi. Suzanne Lee White. Hannah Wilson. Volkan Fethi Yalchinop. Isabella Zobek. For the Bachelor of Design Architecture, Baden Vatia Atkins. Jack Thomas Brown. Alexander Favorito. George Gialis. Kayla Peter Gordon. Caitlin Mary Grimmett. Jacqueline Keogh. Rebecca Alice King. Kayleen Gale Malume. Nicholas Thomas John Milligan. Harshil Dharmeshbhai Navadia. David Petrevsky. James Michael Plass. Irene Tartiris. Irina Whitney Tebavsevic. Tang Hao Nguyen Tong. Peter Wojciechakis. Jaden J. Vaughn. Macy Wang. Jie Xin Yuan. For the Bachelor of Design, Communication Design, Christy Bizet. Nurdan Kulok Rennet. Kauchika Vijay Kumaran. For the Bachelor of Innovation and Design, Claudia Sheridan-Poir. Lachlan John Summers. For the Bachelor of Design, Communication Design, Bachelor of Business, Kwang An Bu. For the Bachelor of Design, Bachelor of Business, Eli Apostolou. Sarah Elizabeth Burtzakot. Danielle Elise Ann Campbell. Janelle Canolo. Emily Kimberly Cano. Tabitha Jane Carr. Emma Jane Carson. Thomas James Coughlin. Phoebe Opal Desfontaine. Nicholas James Gestalden. Phoebe Jade Hall. Jasmine Hinz. Sarah Caroline Lahn. Stephanie Ann Long. Alicia Tara Magro. Phoebe Markoulis. Sophie Rose Matum. Alicia Monson. Renee Alexis Myring. Daniel Nabati. Henna Redzik. Abigail Jane Ross. Dominique Beth Russell. Caitlin Sahid. William David Simpson. Kate Isabel Smedley. Adam William Smith. Madison Isabel Daisy Spencer. Lila Alice Kernow Thorne. Christina Tsatas. Georgia Alexandra White. For the Bachelor of Design, Bachelor of Media and Communication, Emily Kate Aitchison. Renee Sarah Chung. For the Bachelor of Education, Secondary Bachelor of Arts, Brianna Stephanie Gallo. For the Bachelor of Design, Communication Design Honours, Lewis Alexander Barnes. Kristen Lee Cook. Bridget Alexander Dimieri. Jessica Khan Doe. Georgia Kate Ellen Emery. Amelia Soraya Gali. Caitlin Jane Gemelling. Chloe Paige Gemelling. Laura Catherine Hughes. Caitlin Iacobucci. Annabelle Lair. Henry Owen Lung. Caitlin Ann Seymour Majorana. Neve McCarthy. Maria Huang Li Nguyen. Stephanie Louise Powell. Thomas Matthew Pritchard. Trinity Joyce Ross. Michael Wesley Smith. Georgia Swinburne. Vanessa Xinxian Tan. Dan Kwok Trong. Caitlin Xavier. Grace Yee. Jin Vinicius Yoshida. For the Bachelor of Design, Industrial Design Honours, Callum Cross. Julian Thomas Day. Anthony William Yongen. Ian Ng. Hugh Brendan Ether O'Dwyer. For the Bachelor of Design, Interior Architecture Honours, Flomus Abdul Karum. Georgia Elise Beach. Samantha Stacey Brown. Nguyen Huang Nam Bui. Janine Christensen. Jacqueline Cilia. Anthea Council. Phok Duan Tran Dang. Chelsea Lee Davis. James Chegone Martina de Souza. Lani de Jong. Pham Hong Han Do. Maria Dobrolovic. Vanessa Marie Hakim. Sarah Jessica Hamilton. Shayla May Hicks. Faith Kamalakaran. Emily Lau. Jackie Lynn. Kasanin Long. Nu Huai Lee. Ilana Meyer. Nicola Jane Moore. Alyssa Marie Morris. Huân Duc Tin Nguyen. Grace Sing Ying Yong. Olivia Alexis Schiavone. Kosalram Subramanam Krishnamurti. Naomi Nyok Ha Tran. Min Hong Tran. Maximilian Bartak Weatherseed. Ali Dorothy Weinberger. Alice Kate Williams. For the Bachelor of Film and Television Honours, Thomas Harry Molan. For the Master of Architecture, Emma Margaret Maloney Barrett. Alyssa Maureen Barona. Rajendra Narawara Buono. Fali Chai. Joshua Christian. Hashim Fakhreddin. Anthony Gutkin. Shamina Labib. Colin Luck. Anjali Navankumar Patel. Sajid Sadi. Tahera Samini. Talia Ray Nicole Smith. Mohammed Harun Tagha. Shun Ye Yu. For the Master of Architecture and Urban Design, Ying Chen. Fong Vu Lei. Maria Sanjna Leonard. Jessica Lupita. Sandra Anahi Mansilla Siu. Amy Elizabeth Cara Roda. Rafael Ruela Miranda. Arsen Sarkisian. Paraskevi Adriana Triantas. Karina Pei Yong Wong. For the Master of Design, Rudra Abe Bahirat. Yichia Chen. Safira Caroline Christina. Tuan Min Chuang. Tarun Dana Rajula. Pedro Alejandra Gonzalez Ayla. Sweta Kesa Vabhotla. Swari Denali Korikara Arachige. Pratibha Kohli. Manjiri Rajesh Kolwalkar. Nguyen Le. Kwok Kwan Le. Silochini Trisharika Migaswata Disanaika Majensalage. Nurul Huda Mohammed Bokhari. Bishag Mohan. Nalini Nadupale. Anna Maria Ochoa Carrillo. Shivani Milind Praran. Uthirna Sala Mohanraj. Vinny Parag Shah. Kamoltas Sudasna.
Wonderful job with the names. That concludes the awards for School of Design and Architecture. Chancellor, graduates of higher degrees by research at Swinburne must demonstrate that their work meets the most rigorous standards. The outcomes of their scholarship and research is examined by international experts to ensure that it makes a significant and original contribution to their field at an international standard. Many of our doctoral graduates have presented their work at international conferences, most likely virtually over the last few years, and published international refereed journals. During their candidature, they've already been contributing to Swinburne's growing international research reputation, so as we congratulate them on receiving their award, we ask that you join the university staff on stage. While these achievements are indeed remarkable and worthy of celebration, it is worth taking a moment to reflect on what making original contributions to knowledge really means. To succeed in research, you need to have the courage to go into the unknown. Every thesis is a journey of risk-taking, resulting in mistakes, failures, and successes in equal measure, and without which progress is simply not possible. Our graduates leave Swinburne as world experts in their chosen field, but armed with finely honed skills to be curious, to take risks, to disrupt convention, and to forge new paths. They also have the right expertise to make a real impact in this world. Swinburne is immensely proud that our research degree graduates will continue to make significant contributions to the advancement of knowledge, to solving the challenges confronting our world, and to enriching communities wherever they live and work. Today we salute the courageous and wish you well in future endeavours. Chancellor. I have the great honour to present to you the graduates to whom an award has been conferred. For the full thesis citation, please refer to the graduation ceremony program. For the Masters of Research, Mr. Alexander Lewis McCarthy Box. Mr. Box's thesis title is People and Fire in Regional Australia. Chancellor, I have the great honour to present to you the graduates to whom a doctoral has been conferred. For thesis citations, again, please refer to the graduation ceremony program. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Colin Jiang for Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Jiang's thesis title is The Empowered Patient, Bridging the Online World and Outpatient Services with Digital Technology by Understanding Co-Experience. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Alexander James Graham for Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Graham's thesis title is The Value of Integrating Design Processes in Action in Technology-Driven Product Development. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. James George Marshall for the Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Marshall's thesis title is Towards Wonderful Design, Elements, Principles, Methods and Applications. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. David Mesa Saldariaga for Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Mesa Saldariaga's thesis title is Product Development in Science, a collaborative framework to develop university technology towards commercialisation. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Danae Claire Schleibs for the Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Schleib's thesis title is The Effects of Incongruent and Congruent Conceptual Novelty on Aesthetic Preference of Everyday Objects. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Li Huang Linus Tan for the Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Tan's thesis title is From Reflective Practitioner to Learning Professionals, the Role of Reflecting and Learning in Architectural Teams. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Caroline Shang for the Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Xiang's thesis title is Exploring How to Develop a Technology-Based Speech Learning App Using a Co-Design Method with Parents and Young Children. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Hyun Hugh Vu for the Doctor of Philosophy. Dr. Vu's thesis title is Towards a Responsive Housing Design for the Mekong River Delta in Vietnam. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Tharushi Indawari Wickramatrathy. Dr. Rick Ramanathy's thesis title is Designing Affordable Cooling Sportswear for Tropical and Developing Countries. Chancellor, that concludes the awards for Swinburne Research. I now call upon Mrs. Renee Chung, who graduated today with a Bachelor of Design, Bachelor of Media and Communications, to speak on behalf of the graduates. Thank you.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the University Council, Swinburne staff, fellow graduates and guests. It's a great honour to represent the graduating students today to celebrate in real life our hard work and achievements. From the very first lecture or class to that final assignment or exam, we're finally here. While the past 2 years have thrown unique challenges at us all, being here today only proves that with great resilience and determination, we can achieve our goals. On behalf of graduating students, I would like to say thank you to the Swinburne staff who have worked hard to adapt to online teaching and working from home. Providing guidance in their fields of expertise and beyond has meant that as we graduate today, we can be confident that we are prepared for a career, not just a job. And to our family and friends who have been part of this journey with us and witnessed our growth, supported us during our challenges and celebrated our victories, we thank you. University is a time of self-discovery where you grow as a person as well as academically. Swinburne's community of student clubs, industry partnerships, mentoring programs, work-integrated learning, and international opportunities have shaped us graduates, setting us up with skills and experiences we will take into our futures. Although our learning will never stop, the knowledge, friendships, and experiences we have gained at Swinburne have set us up to succeed on whichever path we choose next. Swinburne's vision is to bring people and technology together to build a better world. And no matter your industry, technology will continue to evolve. And with our skills and expertise and curiosity, we can drive the change for the better. So congratulations, graduates. I wish you all the very best, and I know you will all have very exciting careers ahead of you.
Thank you, Renee. Swinburne graduates, I know that today is the culmination of many years of hard work, and that during that time you have had the encouragement and help of your family and your friends. On behalf of the university, I wish to thank your family and friends for supporting you during your studies at Swinburne and for being part of your journey while at Swinburne. Graduates, can I please ask you to stand, to turn and face your family and friends, and join me in a round of applause to thank them for all of the help they've done in reaching this milestone. That's wonderful. Can I ask you now to resume your seats? All those hot cups of tea and coffee at all hours of the day and the night. Graduates, I hope that you consider your graduation is a step along your path of lifelong learning. Education is a continuing process, and I invite you to continue your relationship with Swinburne in the future as you further your studies. I also encourage you to stay connected through the Swinburne alumni. You're now lifelong members of the Swinburne alumni, a worldwide network of more than 220,000 graduates. This network will give you valuable access to a community with a shared connection to Swinburne, a powerful tool for building and developing your careers and for seizing lifelong opportunities. As well as events in Australia, Swinburne alumni has a growing number of networks in many other parts of the world. So even if you are leaving Melbourne, you can always stay connected to Swinburne and to take advantage of what it means to be a Swinburne graduate. Even if you contact one person per month through your career, you'll find that you'll build lasting, warm and trusted relationships. So graduates, on your behalf, I also would like to take the opportunity to thank the academic and professional staff for their contribution to your education at Swinburne. Could I ask the professional and academic staff to please rise? Graduates, would you please join me in a round of applause to thank the staff? Fantastic. If you can now be seated. And we know how hard these last couple of years would have been for you also. I now call upon Professor Pascal Cuesta, Vice-Chancellor and President of Swinburne University of Technology, to deliver the charge to graduates. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. Before I read the charge to today's graduate, on behalf of the staff at Swinburne University of Technology, I too would like to congratulate all our graduating students on their achievements. As I look around the room, I know I'm looking at the next generation of leaders, visionaries, challengers, and entrepreneurs who will shape the future in a variety of professions, many of which do not exist yet. Swinburne has worked closely with industry and future employers, ensuring your degree is relevant, future-proof, and it equips you with the essential and practical skills you will need to kickstart your career. Whatever your calling, I am confident your Swinburne experience will help open many doors. You graduate today not just with deep knowledge of your discipline, but with distinct attributes that will set you apart in the fields. Swinburne graduates are known for their energy, curiosity, practicality, and adaptability. You can embrace change, and the events of the last 2 years certainly demonstrate that. You are able to think laterally and differently about the world. You graduate today experienced with working with people and technology. You are ready to enter the world of work. I hope you also graduate today from Swinburne with a deep sense of pride. You have achieved so much during your time with us, and when tested, as you certainly were during the pandemic, you were not found wanting. You should be proud of your Swinburne qualifications that you will carry for the rest of your life and which will allow you to put your resilience and adaptability to good use in years to come. Swinburne is certainly very proud of you, and we look forward to continuing to be your education partner in the future, whenever you need to acquire new skills or access new knowledge in your career to reach the next step in the next goal. Your success always is our success. And just as you step into a new chapter of your life, so too does Swinburne embark on a new chapter of its history. Swinburne has a clear and unambiguous plan, one that is so ambitious and bold that we could only describe it in terms of moonshots. Very much like the US and NASA were determined to put a person on the moon in the 60s, we have committed to reaching our moonshots by 2025. Key to our different approach is first our commitment to work experience for every Swinburne learner, because we believe fundamentally that you can learn by doing and you achieve mastery through practice. Second, our dedication to student employment so that every Swinburne graduate can either get or create a job. Third, our belief in co-creation so that every Swinburne partner can co-invest in our research and get the tech solution they need, complete with the human capital they require to make it work. And fourth, our inclination to always innovate and dare to be different, a university that defines best practice for a very different future that awaits us all. Many of you are actually in a position to assist us in achieving those goals. As a Swinburne alum, you now have a unique role to play in ensuring the future of Swinburne. This could be through connecting with our work integrated learning program, by taking on professional placement, or one of our interns, or Swinterns, as we like to call them. You know from personal experience just what a difference and what a value this opportunity gives. It may also include simply being a real asset for your future employer, a wonderful talent that they can recognize and value so that in the future, they will seek Swinburne graduates in preference to all others. Or it may be working with Swinburne on a technology solution for a problem that you or your workplace or indeed your industry is facing. And finally, as you leave Swinburne to take your own flight, we want you to feel that you can always come home to Swinburne at any point in the future. We will always be here for you. In fact, as I speak, we are reinventing the first floor of the Hawthorne Hotel that many of you may remember as a Swinburne alum lounge. It will open in April 2022, and it will be a place where you can return at any time to meet your peers, mentor future students, and discuss all the ways you plan to create a better world. I look forward to your ongoing engagement with us and wish you the very best for your future. May I now please ask the graduates to stand, including our PhD graduates, thank you. In conferral of our award, I ask you as graduates of Swinburne University of Technology to strive to practice the university values of integrity, accountability, teamwork, innovation, sustainability, and respect for diversity. Seek positive and creative ways to engage with and serve your communities. Remain curious and open to new learnings and new experiences always. And use your knowledge, talents, skill, and passion to encourage a better future for global community. Congratulations once again. Please be seated.
Thank you, Professor Cuesta. That concludes the official part of Swinburne graduation ceremony.